Don't be a potato or nothing. Say goodbye to Sarah and exit her house. On the way home I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I have no idea what's dank, but thank you for your appreciation. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Hey girl. What's up? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Yeah, kitchen. Look at these big-ass kitchens. Does everyone just have the most opulent place in all of the Japanese stuff? It's always like super upper middle class, it looks like, in every single slice of life thing. But I can't call an actual penalty on that because I've said before this is clearly playing to tropes, so, you know. They just made the Genki girl have a case of depression. They've got some subversions up their sleeve pockets. The pockets in their sleeves that they have. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Probably. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You know, you could have texted me about it, right? You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? When she's not surrounded by these massive tit monsters? Yeah, probably. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried it all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? I don't think cucumber cupcakes... Are you thinking of zucchini? I've heard of zucchini cupcakes. That's my counter-offer. You jerk. Why are you punching me to death? Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really think I hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. Look, I'm kind of a lolicon. We can all just... I'm sorry, I'm not a true lolicon. I won't be pretender to the throne. I mean, sometimes I like providing people... No, you know what? I'm gonna give you some full disclosure. I watched The Troubled Life of Miss Kotsura, and that was actually a really good anime. Like, the comedy was actually the worst part, even though that was the part they pushed. But it's got character evolution, which is surprising for, like, a dumb comedy anime. So, you can try The Troubled Life of Miss Kotsura. That's surprisingly worth a watch. You wouldn't think it is, but it is. And if you're a Doki Doki Literature Club fan, you're gonna enjoy the first 10 minutes, I think. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong, but when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small, and also better than other people. That's... Natsuki, you got issues too. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? I'm not making you say shit. You don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school? Are we getting started or what? So you basically are disclosing that you're a dom. That's what I'm gathering from this chain of reactions. What? Nani? That's a little bit more like you. Have you tried breakfast cupcakes? It's eggs in the middle, bacon wrapped around, and has a sweet biscuit as the cake. That sounds pretty good. Sounds like I'm just thinking of basically the cheddar biscuits, but with bacon in them. You know, the cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster, those ones. Anyway, that sounds pretty good, but no, I've never had such a thing. At that point, is it not a muffin? What's the difference between a cupcake and a muffin if it's not a ton of sugar? I always thought it was just sugar. Anyway. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid! I was just trying to be nicer to you, no. Only one you. You gotta... It's a tough economy. We only got room for one you in that sentence.
Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat...
Hey, wait, what about Monica? You're not gonna call on her? Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki.
Forget it! I didn't say anything.
I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. Yeah, sorry about that breakdown. I know Cheddar Biscuits are just like... I just plugged Red Lobster by mistake. They better pay up for this one. They better donate to my stream. I'd better see some you've been donated to by Red Lobster up around this area. I heard there was a horror movie about a woman trapped in a Red Lobster commercial. I've really got to follow up on that. That sounds amazing. If that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. I mean, yeah, that's true. I'm not one of them, but yeah. Absolutely. How would you know that anyway? Bitch, I got the internet. Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you... Yeah, no, that's a natural response, I think, if a girl calls you gross, to not like it. Wait, no, some people like that. I also know that from the internet. And anime. If you know how to bake and you Red Lobster... I don't know both of those things. I know the format of baking. Everything else is just instructions off a page. And I have a Red Lobster relatively near me, so, you know, sometimes I just treat my father to some Red Lobsters, and he's getting on in years, and he likes Red Lobster a lot, so it's a good place for family outings. But they play the music too loud, but last time he complained about the music being too loud, and the manager turned it down, even though the waitress tried to defend it. And then he spent the rest of the time resisting the urge to call the waitress back to talk shit to her, because her excuse was really stupid. She was like, oh, the music makes people happy. Then when we turned the music down, nobody was bothered at all, because nobody actually likes the music at diners. So it was just like, I need to snark to someone. You know, as soon as the music went down, all the happiness just went out of the room. Anyway, Natsuki.
I finally found your weakness.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, so finally the fight... But she's satisfied and I keep expecting things. I don't know why. I guess I'm just used to predictable-ass visual novels. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, nondescript, and plastic bags are strewn around every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so I've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
AK, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
I mean, the icing is the normal part to color. I don't really have a preference, so
come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all.
Bitch, you're the orchestrator here. I'm just mixing shit.
Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm having fun in the same sulky, dead person way that I generally do. Actually, I recently had a lot of emotional breakthroughs. It was intense, but I'm feeling a lot more vividly than I have been in the past, so I figured that should make for better stream content. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of... I read that as blood, even though I had no reason to. A few drops of blood into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Dude, go for the food coloring. Maybe I will use the food coloring.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting in there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it!
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing!
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting we did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next!
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my fingers as Natsuki chugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me. Oh, it causes me to stumble, making her stumble and turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Obviously, you better offer to lick it off, because we're now on Natsuki's path. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Look at my plain gray sweater to emphasize that I am a placeholder protagonist. Why is there, like, red in the icing? Is that, like... I don't know. Also, that texture of the icing is a little wispy. I don't like it. It's making me uncomfortable.
I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Oh, I knew it. I knew he was gonna do that. Which, I've been holding this one. I've been holding off the accusation. But this seems like oral fixation.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How'd the mood turn to... Yeah, because you put her finger in your mouth, you fucking weirdo! That's how it turned to this so quickly! What, are you stupid? What, you think you just feed Yuri chocolates and now it's just normal? You can just do that with girls? You just put sweets, girls, in mouths. That's just how things work now? You think that's the formula? Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. That's because carbon monoxide poisoning, you idiot! I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes! Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sits it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops on its own bullshit! You have to reset those things manually. It doesn't work like that.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. He's suggesting that he was going for it, you piece of trash protagonist, man! This is clearly intended. They don't intend for you to jerk around like a live streamer. They clearly intended for this to be a follow-up to an existing tension with Natsuki, instead of just ignoring her completely and now snapping to this. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
Ah, that smells so good!
Cupcakes are ready to pull out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look!
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff too, so I hope you can get creative. Come on guys, let's get creative! Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it anytime soon though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever.
Oh, sorry, it had an exclamation mark, so it was
Like, happy birthday! Or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. Oh.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Damn, this guy's just bringing the flirts.
Not cute.
Come on, we're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Sing with you.
Yeah? Did you say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
You know, it now occurs to me that the popular endings of school days, the yandere endings, those happened because you were two-timing girls. Maybe I have set up a very bad flag by entertaining all of the girls. I just wanted to make everyone happy. Oh god, what have I done? Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the ice. Oh, jeez, that didn't load in right. Anyway, icing. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Ooh, I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway.
Wait, hold on. Was that, like, because you want to grow or because he will beat you? Because...
I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You could bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, we can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Yosh! Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her? Bitch! Are you crazy? You put her finger in your mouth. What do you want?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. Which, I shouldn't say that in a sincere tone because he's a piece of garbage for doing this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere...
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.